What's up, guys? This is Chris, aka Barn on 11970, and as always, thank you for watching my video. The funny thing is, earlier today, when I woke up this morning, I was thinking about, I have nothing really to talk about. I haven't made a video in a day or two. I wonder if I'm going to have anything interesting to say. And lo and behold, sure enough, look what happens. So, be careful what you wish for, you might get it. With that being said, the video I made really put things in perspective about how there are some people, and I'm not going to put everybody in this category, because I'm just not going to do that, but how there are some people who will do whatever it takes, regardless of who it hurts, to earn a living. And how many times have I made videos warning people about that, where things like the majority of people for Bitcoins, and again, I'm not saying that everybody that has Bitcoins is this way, but the ones that are only in it for the profit, how they ultimately hurt other people in the long run, and how they ultimately hurt themselves. Even some people in the gold and silver, if they're doing it, they're hoarding it to make sure nobody gets it and gets millions of dollars worth and keeps it away from people and says, I'm going to wait until the money gets to the point where I can go and buy myself a castle in some island out in the Bahamas. People in the stock market, people in the banking industry, people in Wall Street, people in politics, crisis actors. And people used to make fun of me about that when I used to talk about there are people called crisis actors who get paid to pretend to be in a news event. And how there are people like Alex Jones and people out there in the YouTube community that use fear porn and make money and profit off of people. And if you spend your whole time lying to people, and I don't care who you are, because this is not about one person at this point. Yes, I'm disappointed in G4K. I'm not going to call him names. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. What he did, he created his own karma. He made his own bed. He's going to lie in it. And he will suffer the consequences for his actions based on his fraud. But to all those people out there that do nothing but hurt people, do you see where this injures people as a whole and how it disappoints people and it makes people not trusting? If you spend your time making videos on YouTube to extract money from people in a way that is wrong, you should be ashamed of yourself. Now, I'm not talking about people, there's nothing wrong with even asking for donations. If you are doing it because you need the money to be able to live, and you're upfront and honest with somebody and say, listen, I'm making these videos, it's a very hard thing in my life, I'm struggling, I take a lot of time out of my day to make videos, and if anybody wants to give a donation, for example, here's how to do it. It gives people the choice. But if you create the illusion of a character and say, woe is me on every video, or say, use fear porn, or lie to people, misrepresenting truth, to take advantage of people who not only will trust you, but will defend you and listen to you because they find you genuine, and you take advantage of them to earn a living, that's a sad way to be, and I will put any of those people on the same level as politicians and bankers. Because you know what? At least they're pretty much up front about screwing with you. They just know that the majority of people don't really care. So they're putting it out right in front of your face. That's why none of them go to jail. But if you're making videos with the sole purpose of lying to people and taking advantage of a community of people who are trying to find an alternative way to get out of this corrupt system and are looking to you for advice and information, and you feed off of them by misleading them and taking advantage of them and baiting them so you could extract money from them, that's a pretty bad way to earn a living. I promise my subscribers, the lovers of my channel and the haters of my channel, that my channel, I don't put a lot of effort into it. as you could see. I don't cut videos. I don't paste. I don't put all fancy things, because to me, the most important thing is the information. If you need to be entertained, go watch a movie. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to educate those who want to learn something they may not have been taught. Doesn't mean you have to like it. And I understand people will hate some of the things, or not understand, or even want to make fun of things I talk about, like my orgone pyramids, or like sun gazing. But you notice how I don't talk about, for example, sun gazing. I don't ask any money for it. I don't try and sell you anything to make a living. I offer the information freely, and it's up to you if you want to pursue that information and research it. I leave it up to you. My 49-minute video and all the other videos I've made recently about this stuff, it's not meant to set you up and say, now I need money. It's to say, here's information that I've learned, and I'm passing it along because somebody was nice enough to pass it along to me. Do with it what you will. If you want to sit there and call it crazy, if you want to thumb down a video because you don't like what I'm saying, you don't like me as a person, that is your right. But at least you know I'm not trying to take advantage of you, because everything that I talk about can be proven through research. And not everything has a link, because they don't want you to know everything. So yes, sun gazing sounds crazy. I totally understand that. But if you research it, and I give you the ability to know that it exists, if you want to walk away from it, at least I've given you the option of saying, here's an alternative way to potentially heal yourself that you were never told and you were never aware of. Here's the information, do with it what you will. But then you don't simply say, here's the information, pay me. Or, because people know I'm about to potentially lose my house, and I'm going through a potential foreclosure case which I'm fighting. And yes, that was pretty much some of the incentive to learn a lot of this stuff. But I've been doing this way before that ever happened. So people can't accuse me of that being the sole reason. It's motivated me, but it's not the sole reason. But you've never, ever heard me have a guilt trip and say, oh, well, I'm about to lose my house, and I'm going through all these problems, so I need people to donate, or otherwise I can't make videos anymore. No. I have my jobs. I do the things that I do in a legitimate way to earn a living, even if it's enough just to get by. And I would never take advantage of my subscribers in that way, ever. You have my promise. What you decide to believe in, that's up to you. I'm not here to cradle anybody. I'm not here to caress somebody's ego. And I'm definitely not here to become popular or to be an actor. I think if you get paid to lie to people, you are a piece of garbage. If you get paid to go on other people's channels to try and discredit their truthful information, you're a piece of garbage. If you're a person that is an oppressor of truth and information so you can earn a living, you are a piece of garbage. And that goes for military people who will look the other way as some other soldier beats some child to death because it won't be reported. Or some police officer that goes and pepper sprays a bunch of people that were doing nothing more than innocently and respectfully, peacefully protesting something that they didn't believe in. And judges who, despite the law and how the law works, you are willing to take a bribe to look the other way and judge people that are common criminals that maybe smoke a little reefer or did some petty little thing and throw them in jail, but look the other way when a politician or a banker steals millions. So it goes to all different levels. But you know what? A piece of crap is a piece of crap. So whether you're a humongous piece of crap or a little piece of crap, you're still a piece of crap. And I'll tell you something, I would never stoop to that level. I don't care how desperate I've gotten. And people know that if they've watched even my old channel, I've always had financial problems. But I don't use it as a guilt trip and ask people, here, please, give me money. I would never earn a living trying to take advantage of people and use this as a tool. That's embarrassing that anybody would do that. And there's a lot of them that do it. That's why I don't watch Alex Jones. That's why I don't watch people like Max Kaiser. There are plenty of people. And there are people that can legitimately make money off it. That's why I still watch people like Peter Schiff, Greg Manarino, even though I know there are certain people that don't like him. I will watch people like Mike Maloney, Yes, they have a business where they make money, but they're not saying, here's the information, I'm going to scare you to death, and now you have to pay me, otherwise I'm not going to continue to make videos. No, they just happen to talk about something, and they say, here's an option if you want it. That, to me, is perfectly legitimate and perfectly fine. But they're not putting on an act, at least as far as I know. And if somebody exposes them in a way that shows me that I'm wrong, then I'll stop watching them. That's why I don't watch Max Kaiser anymore. That's why I don't watch Alex Jones. That's why I'll listen to Lindsey Williams every now and then, but I don't really listen to what he says with any grain of salt. Sometimes you got to listen to the enemy to understand what's happening in the world. But I'm making a pledge to my subscribers that I will never stoop to a level of somebody. I don't care if somebody tomorrow asks me, say, I'll pay you $1 million to just pretend this scenario and mislead your people and lie from them, and you'll make all the money you want. Nope. And here's the best part. When Bitcoins first got their popularity about a year ago on my old channel, I was offered by some anonymous emailer. They offered me $100,000 to promote Bitcoins. And said all I had to do was make videos promoting how wonderful Bitcoins were, and they would send me a check for $100,000. Well, guess what? Can anybody show me any video I have promoting Bitcoins? I told him what he can do with his money. If people are comfortable taking blood money to hurt other people, and I understand people have to earn a living, and I understand we're in a corrupt system, a corrupt currency/monetary system, where the dollar we know is fraud, but until there's something that comes along that other people will take to be able to put food on your table, we have to go through this paradigm shift. So I'm tired of the hypocrites that say, oh, you know, you can't have money because it's corruptible, but yet you'll take PayPal donations. I mean, let's keep it real. Until there's a new system, we need the current system to survive. Because last time I checked, the only thing that'll buy you groceries, or even seeds to plant your own groceries, you know, they only take money. So until we all unite and get out of this system, that's not going to change. But let's earn our money the right way. That's why I don't spend my time dealing in drugs, selling drugs. And I don't steal from other people. I don't take what's not rightfully mine. I would never break into somebody's house and take their possessions because I didn't have what they have. And my neighbor across my street has a really nice house, has a hell of a lot more than what I'll ever have. But they earned it. Who am I to take it from them, or even trick them, or even ask for something from them, just because I'm struggling? The people in this community that are taking advantage of others just to earn a living, you are a piece of garbage, and you will eventually get what you deserve, because karma will always find you. And that's why I don't worry about what I do. People may not like what I talk about, because I know a lot of it sounds weird, sounds strange. But what's strange to me is these things are actually true, and there are people that will spend their lifetime keeping it from you. And all I'm doing is giving you the option to check it. You want to be lazy? That's your thing. So, I guess today was a rant day. Felt good. And I'm going to keep doing the right thing. It doesn't mean I'm perfect. Doesn't mean I'm God. Doesn't mean I'm great. Doesn't mean I'm better than anybody else. It just means I'm a genuine person that wants to help people, and I'm not asking for a goddamn thing. Pardon my expression. It's time. If we want to make a change, we got to start changing. Otherwise, what the hell are people complaining about? Peace.